Also, we would like to take a moment and let me go ahead and do this first. Hazen, come up here, would you please? Just come and stand beside me. And I Periscope with Hazen today. Does anybody follow me on Periscope here? Several of you. Okay, let me tell you what happened. Normally 500, 600 people at the most. I said, no, ladies, I said, I don't want anybody to, this is a single guy, but please stay calm. And 1,000 people got on. And I'm looking, now this is going to embarrass him. He hates for me to do stuff like this. And it says, oh, he's a hottie. These are notes coming. Woo, what a cutie. Woo, what's his address? So I think his Facebook page and his Periscope went up about 1,000 people today, okay? But where is it? Let's see. You got it all up there. All right, you single women, take notes. Just go ahead. No, I tease him. He's going to be at my house tonight hanging out with me. But I want to tell you what he does. He is they would, in the Middle East, he's considered a Palestinian, Arab. All of his family's Muslim. And he converted to Jesus, got saved. And when he did, he got so radically saved that he has... he's been over in the Middle East making a documentary. And I want to take about 4 or 5 minutes and just real briefly share with them what you're doing and how to pray for you about this, okay?
Good evening. It's good to be here. I remember coming to the grounds before it was done, and I stood here during worship thinking, Lord, you are so faithful. Earlier I asked Brother Perry, I said, Brother Perry, do you remember when this all was a dream? He said, I remember when it was a dream. So I want to encourage everybody who has a promise from the Lord to stay the course. Amen? Yeah, come on. Basically, at 17, I had to hit the road because for me, my family gave me an ultimatum. They said, you either live like us or you had no family. And that was in 2002, and I was 17 years old. And what I did for the next 5 years was hide the fact that I was a Christian. And what that meant was I didn't update my driver's license. I hid from everybody that I knew because I knew what Islam taught about infidels and apostates. And so it was just a matter of fact. This is what happens. I was taught these things. I was taught radical Islam 101. When 9/11 happened, I sat horrified watching the Twin Towers come down as people that I knew lusted after it and enjoyed 9/11. And so there seems to be two versions of Islam. One in the Middle East, which is the true version, which calls for jihad and killing and all the violence that we see. But then there's also this other version of Islam that happened on 9/12 when President Bush gets on the news and says Islam has been hijacked by terrorists. I remember when President Bush said that, I scratched my head thinking, really? And so only in America is it okay to make up your own religion, right? You could go to the Church of God in America, or you could go to the Church of Beyonce in America, right? And so only in America, we're being told a whole bunch of things from our politicians, we're being told them from our celebrities, we're being lied to on the news, and we are not hearing the truth of what's going on. There is a method to the madness. Two nations in the Middle East are under the control of a radical, rogue Islamic terrorist group, and the world just watches. And so I felt like about a year ago, the Lord said, I want you to go to secular television. Brother Perry, if I'm going... The Lord said, I want you to do secular television. I felt like that was the carnal ambition of me as a televangelist. You know, we televangelists could be a little ambitious, right?
Not me.
No.
Never.
You need to work on your TV, man. You need some help. Yeah. No, but I was in Malibu, California, and a man walked up to me, and I had no idea who he was. He said, do you do television? I said, no, sir, I do a Christian TV show that Paul Crouch helped me to start. He pointed at me, he said, God says it's time for what you thought to happen on Christian television to happen on secular television. And now I had my prophetic promise from the Lord. Amen? Amen. Within a matter of a few weeks, I started meeting secular producers, secular directors, secular editors, secular actors. And I had been in California for about 5 years, and I never met one. And so then we were introduced to ISIS. A man by the name of James Foley is on the news, and he's wearing that orange jumpsuit. And then the loser behind him beheads him. Remember that? And then the newscasters began, the politicians began, and all of the confusion began. And I'm standing there thinking, oh God, do not let America fall into this fog of political correctness. And so God has called me to create a film to clear the political correctness. Now amen. As Christians, we say WWJD, what would Jesus do? And basically the moral of this whole documentary is to say WWMD, what would Muhammad do? Is ISIS hijackers of Islam, or are they good Muslims? And the answer will surprise you. So be looking for the documentary. It'll be on the news. I need your support when it comes out. I need you guys to talk about it on social media. And honestly, I believe we can actually shift the foreign policy of the White House. Amen? Amen.
Let's say this. Some of the things, you've not probably heard his name on the news, but some of the things he's already documented that got back here, it's what even caused President Obama to start realizing ISIS is not a JV team. And now they're doing some sorties over there, flying over there with our planes. And it has to do with some of what this guy has already done. It's already got out. And so this documentary is, and I don't know if I can say this because we're on the internet, but he has a death threat from his own family in the United States. And I'm just, we tell it like it is. And so we need to pray for him because, it's pretty bad when someone overseas don't like you, but when it's people in your own family says, if we get a hold of you, you've embarrassed us or whatever. And God's protecting him with an angel of God, and we'll continue to protect him because he has something that he has to do. And so he's going to be going into another country. Should I name it or not? He's going to be going to Iraq, and he's going to be doing some work there. And I'm going to tell you what we might do one day. I may just back him to go do a movie. I've already come up with an idea myself, and everybody's been telling Perry Stone, Perry, you're so into media, you need to do a movie. And I'm not talking about a movie with actors. I'm talking about a documentary movie. And I have a really weird idea of something that no one has ever done before. But you might be the man. But I'm going to tell you this. I will not go to Iraq. I will send thee, yes I will. But I will not go to Iraq. You better never tell God never. You want to say something?
No, God bless you. I love you all, and thank you for your love. Amen.
Thank you, Hazen.